Yo, what's going on? It's Momo, HeadMovementTV, Hala Mala Talavala, with the main man, Sonny Edwards. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Doing very good.
Yeah, first we're here for Charlie Edwards' public workout, but your gym, you've got a fight coming up as well. There's him in the back giving it. Stealth, Mr. Stealth Connections in the back giving it. Yeah, that's $5 for that mention there. Yeah, so yeah, how's preparation been, bro?
Yeah, I mean, no books ever says it's going terribly, do they? It's been as good as the last few of my camps have been. You know what I mean? My last fight, I had a hand injury the whole way through. Some things went wrong early on in camp, but came over them and I put in a good performance. The fight before that, I was recovering off ligament damage, snapping 2 ligaments completely from the fight before. So I had to come over that. So really, this has been as uneventful.
You actually carried on one of the fights with that happened quite early in the fight as well.
8 rounds. So yeah, this has been the most uneventful camp so far. Touch wood. It stays that way. I mean, they're the camps that are the best, isn't it? The ones you don't have to remember stuff from. But it's been a good. I've been sparring very well, sparring a lot of rounds, hard sparring, heavier sparring, just to get me ready for another 10-round hard fight. That's what I'm expecting from this Mexican.
I was speaking to Grant earlier, and you and Charlie will have the similar problem in the opponents you're facing don't always have the biggest names, but the talent is obviously there, the high-level fighters.
Yeah.
What do you know about Guinaris?
Do you know what I mean? He's had 16 wins, 8 knockouts, 2 losses. I think he lost his first or second fight or something like that. So he's built a good record. Do you know what I mean? He beat someone who was 26-1 in his last fight. So he's come in with a rocket up his ass to try and win. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of footage from online, which is quite surprising. Which means he's fighting on a TV platform that are doing good shows and getting him out there. So I mean, he's not coming over to roll over. This will be his chance to, boost up in the world ranking. He hasn't had the opportunity yet. And yeah, I'm just expecting a very similar fight to my last few. Hard, tough, keep going all the way through. And have to be fit for 10 rounds, ready for 10 rounds, and go through some dark spells, you know what I mean? And that builds character, and I feel like I've been in them places a couple of times before now, so it's not uncharted territory. You know what I mean? This will be my 5th or 6th 10 rounder in a row. I mean, I've done 10 rounds most 3 or 4 times, and then one got him out there in the 8th. So I mean, I'm expecting a hard fight, and I'm there for it. I'm ready.
How do you deal with the frustrations of not being able to make the domestic fights? Because I know you've wanted them for some time since I've known you. And how do you stay focused and concentrated?
It's not really putting me off my path no more. Like before it was, until the Ryan Farag fight, I didn't really have a platform, I didn't really have a name. I was doing my work on small hall shows and undercards, but right at the bottom of the cards on big shows. And something had to give, and the Farag fight was the straw that broke the camel's back, and then, as they say. And now I've been TV, and it doesn't matter who I'm fighting. Look, I'm fighting a Mexican that no one's ever heard of, and I'm headlining on a show of good fights on. So I'm in a great place, the best place I can be, where just me being in the ring is headlining a TV show.
So are you grateful for the harder and less attractive path, because it's meant that you've got to a position that you're in now?
Yeah, but I mean, I would love to have done the traditional route, box on for the Southern area title, then the English, then the British, and then boom, because I thought I'd come through all them tests. I genuinely believe I'd come through all them tests, so I feel like I operate at a level. I'm not saying that all these other fighters aren't there or thereabouts, but they're not willing to put their neck on the line at that low level. As soon as I become world champion, all these fighters want to fight me then, and they think, we lost to a world champion, I will get paid for it, and I fought for it. But the one thing for sure, that when I do win a world title, they're all getting told to fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, if any of them think, if they're not fighting me now, once I start hitting my level, they're gonna have to work very, very hard to get an opportunity off me. I won't give no handouts to no one. And if they do get in the ring with me, it's because I'll be getting paid very, very well, and I'll be making sure their pay is getting limited as much as possible.
So yeah, so world title aspirations. I spoke to Grant, asking this about you. How far do you think you are from those kind of fights? Maybe not just the world title, but the eliminators or
I feel like the harder fights will bring the best out of me. I've mixed it, and I can get in the ring with world champions at weights same as me, weights above me, 2 weights above me, which I have done, and mix it and hold my own. I'm not saying I would beat all these kids, But what I'm saying is, you could chuck me in there with anyone and I'll put a good account for myself. Because I'm that tricky, that I'm that elusive, that they're going to struggle for times anyway. I don't know, this will be a good tester, you know, bet down a flyweight. So I'm looking in the next 12-18 months I've had a world title shot. If not, keep improving, keep getting more mature, keep getting stronger, try and, you know, be a bit more focused, be a bit more dedicated. Just as you do, you know what I mean? You're never perfect, there's always room for improvement.
So what have you been working on? I've seen the improvements in your strength and conditioning, and how important is that to you now?
I've been doing strength properly now for like last year. I've been adding a couple of extra sessions in, like a Saturday morning session whenever I used to do a strength session, like strength circuits. But at the same time, it's not massively. I'm not like just sitting there thinking I've got to hit gym, I've got to be stronger, because I don't bring to the table devastating punch power, knockout like highlight reels, like. Do you know what I mean? One punch changed the fight. I don't bring that to the table. I bring to the table my ring IQ, my movement, my elusiveness,
Footwork.
my trickiness, my work rate. There's so many things that I bring to the table. As they're the things I still need to focus on. What am I going to do? Neglect all them to try and please some people by knocking someone out? You know what I mean? Because when I get to the world level, they're not really going to go away. They're not going to. Do you know what I mean? There's some big punches that when I get to that world level, they stop knocking everyone out because they can take shots. You know
Usually in most divisions, the king of the division is the best boxer, most cases.
Yeah, because the knockout ones come to them, don't knock them out for 12 rounds, don't knock them out for 6-7 rounds, and then they just fall flat. Look at Ivan Baranchyk when he boxed Taylor. Looked so dangerous the first half of the fight. As soon as he realised he wasn't getting Josh out there and shots were coming back, he fell to pieces.
Everyone who fought Floyd.
Everyone who fought Floyd, yeah.
You know,
come in there thinking, oh no, I'm going to be the one that gets him. Even when they hurt him or had him up against the ropes, then boom, 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 gone.
Yeah. So Charlie, how's Charlie looking?
Oh, I think anyone that's seen him, he's looking in firing shape. You know what I mean? He's very sound mentally, very sound physically, emotionally, financially, in a better place than he was 12 months ago. Just bought his first house. Like, there's so much excitement going on. Get through this fight, which is a tough fight. You could stop Tandra Selby in 4 or 5 rounds, and then hopefully unification, and then if he comes through his next 2 fights, then he'll have changed his life forever, and I think the money will start getting then, and the platform he would have built then, it was just he'll set a precedent with the lightweights. I don't think there'll be anyone. I'll be surprised if too many people are getting paid what he's getting paid now. So if he can really cross over that step from top level boxer to like a household name, you know.
Do you think that a Cal Yafai fight can help that situation? I think for everyone.
Massively, but I think if Charlie wins this, he's arguably, I think he's a bigger name than Cal Yafai now, but arguably this fight will be a bigger win than any of the Cal Yafai wins, just because of the Selby situation. And if then Charlie goes on to unify against Moretti, which I think is the ideal target, if he comes through this, then he'll be far beyond. And then it gets to the point where how much is Cal Yafai going to want to be paid? Charlie's not going to take less money than him. I think it will be a standoff then. But who knows? I don't think Cal's in no rush to fight Charlie, because I think he knows what will happen. And I'm not taking anything away from Cal. I'm in his weight, I'm moving down weight. And Cal's a very good fighter, very strong. And someone I've got a lot of respect for as a fighter. I just think the way he speaks about if someone was calling me out, and a lot of public was getting the back end, your promoter's telling Charlie, look, we're going to try and make this fight, pushing for it. And then you're the only one putting the brakes on, but then turning around saying, oh, I'll stop him easy, he's a little boy and all this. But you're getting paid more than you got paid for another fight. And it don't make sense. Like, make it make sense. If someone's calling me out that I thought I could score and embarrass, and do you not think I'm going to take that fight for wicked money? Of course I am. Especially when it'd be by far the biggest fight in their career. Like, Charlie versus Cal now, if it happened next week, would be the biggest fight in both their careers.
No, I believe
whether there was a belt on it or not.
I believe so too. I believe from the footage that we've already got, that's a massive fight, and with the footage that we would get leading up to it, I think that would be definitely huge.
And Cal's a great fighter.
Yeah, world champion.
Someone I've shared 1 round with in sparring. And if I'm honest, for pretty much all around, I was just boom, 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 bouncing shots off him, and if he had 1 left hook, and I thought, wow.
Yeah, no,
right 10 seconds ago, I thought, wow. And we only did 1 round, so obviously I was an amateur then. And I think he pretty much said to Rob McCracken, he likes to move a lot, do you know what I mean? In other words, get me someone else in, you know what I mean? Which is completely understandable. If he was a pro, going for 12-round fights, what does he need a 3-round amateur running around like, flicking loads of little arm punches?
Yeah.
So I understand it. I'm not taking anything away from him, because I think he's a very good fighter. I've obviously booked Galal, who's a friend of mine, and they're so physically strong now, Yafai. It's people I've got a lot of respect for, but at the same time, if Galal turns pro after these Olympics and gets fast tracked, and they start putting our names together, you know what I mean? It's a business at the end of the day. I like him, I've got a lot of respect for him. He boxes an amateur, he could box as a pro.
And it's a situation where you can both benefit. You both fight anyway.
I wish good for all my domestic rivals and all my rivals. Because if they build a big name and they're earning good money, and then people want to see me fight them, what do you think that's going to do for me? That's how you make a career, who you fight.
And you're not taking money off each other. So
no, you're making the money together. Look at Bellew and Hay.
Yeah. Look at Bellew Hay, look at White Chisora. There's got to be loads. There's got to be loads that have made
if
decent.
you put two domestic names people want to see, have an interest, you'll generate much more money than fighting at a good world level from a country that no one cares about. And then even if you lose, you don't even get applauded. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, and you can have the situation like Khan and Brook, and we can't really say they've done it right.
I just think I'm in a position now where all these British fighters will only fight me for big stakes. So no one will fight me for the British title, and I think that's a big belt. Do you know what I mean?
It's an important belt.
A belt that at some point by force in my career I'm going to pick up by force. Whether some way, one way or another, I'm going to pick it up. Whether it's when I'm 35,
you're going to make sure you
super bantamweight and it's vacant. And
a world title unification for the British title,
by force I'm picking up that belt.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people only fight me at world level, which is a compliment really, because it means they're certain that I'm going to get. The reason I fight all these fighters now, because a lot of them I don't think will get to world level, so I don't think they're going to be there for me to fight at world level.
Well, I've seen this happen following boxing many times. A very talented fighter that doesn't bring early on in his career, doesn't bring a lot of money, doesn't bring no titles, and no one wants to fight him.
Crawford, everyone avoided him for how long?
Of course, for how long, and you've got to get into the position of...
I'm not comparing myself to Crawford, but I'm just
No. Stylistically, there's a comparison though. Awkward fighters that outbox people. That's what he is. Obviously, he's gone on to achieve great things now, but you're not at that stage where we can't compare you either. But yeah, moving on. A few other fights coming up. Just boxing in general. Just want to hear what you got to say. The Yard Kovalev fight a week away. What do you reckon?
I'd be shocked if Yard does it, but I wholeheartedly want him to. Kovalev is mixed and has been a staple name in world boxing for a few years now. And obviously, this could be a masterstroke from Tunde and Yard. Getting to the mandatory, getting an old faded world champion, depending on how much he's faded. I personally don't think he's faded that much, so if Yard goes and does it, he'll get a big amount of respect.
Yeah.
I think if there was been a few more gut checks, a few more names on Yard's record, it'd be a lot easier to give him more of a chance. I'm very I understand the boxing game, so I understand that he's not really been in there with anyone. Even really his weight, he's boxed everyone sort of super middleweights, etc. So it's one of them ones, isn't it?
What do you think he needs to do? What's the game? Did you go out and try and knock him out like Alvarez did? Do you try to break him down like Ward did? Obviously not an easy style to emulate, but
I think that his best thing would be to be nice, moving around, nimble, and try and catch him on the way in.
Because Kovalev's is a much better boxer than people give him credit for.
People think he just storms forward, but he doesn't. He's very upright, and
straight shots, rarely off balance.
Yeah.
He was quicker to the jab than Andre Ward in that first fight, in the first 3 rounds. Ward's got a million other things to eventually
just like
bring in.
Just twitch shoulder movement, putting a shot at an angle and then dipping off, and then all of a sudden you look silly for 10 seconds. Your head's gone back, you've missed, he's gone and he's dancing around the ring.
Yeah. So, but I mean, to be as quick as him shows that it's not
I think
slow.
More of that than anything is he lacks the fear of throwing a jab when he's in range, or throwing at the edge of range. He lacks that fear, which is good for a fighter in some ways, because in the second fight he was walking him onto loads of shots. But the first fight, Ward was hesitating a little bit and getting caught with him. You don't want to be trading jabs with someone that's clearly bigger than you, clearly stronger than you. And that's what was happening early on.
Okay, and the Joshua Ruiz situation, obviously everyone's had a bit more time to think about it now. Where would you think Joshua's head's at? And
I think Joshua would be getting in the gym, but I don't really see this Saudi Arabia happening tomorrow. I don't know why. All I know is if the fights get announced and one half of the announcement is going, well, we've not signed anything, we're not fighting there, it doesn't really bode well. It could be all smoke and mirrors though. Perhaps it is, perhaps he's signed, I don't know. Eddie Hearn seems convinced that they've signed all the contracts and happy with it. So I don't know. No,
in terms of winning the fight,
Andy Joshua has always struggled with these sort of, not in a disrespectful way, but the small kind of fatter people that you look like he should be getting in there. Right? He's always seemed to struggle with. Even Dillian White in a bit of a sense, because he's in better shape now than he was when he fought AJ the first time. And if you look at a couple of times he got stopped as amateurs, there was against like Romanians and stuff that was like small, like. So maybe that's just sort of his bogey style. When he's standing up against someone, he's firing. Obviously AJ's a friend of mine, someone I've got a lot of time and respect for. And AJ had hurt him, and then we went to a shot, and then Ruiz just had them quick hands and then carried on the momentum. So AJ could go out there and slump in the first round, or it could be a repeat, who knows?
But what do you think he should do? Should he try to Joseph Parker him?
He's got to time him better, I think. He's trying to lead off too much and throw too many punches, and standing upright, when you're coming down with someone small, all it takes is one of them big dark overhooks and all your sensitive ones. I mean, I'm not heavyweight, but if someone my weight hits me with a clean shot, I feel like,
to the temple as well.
And I can get out of the way of them after. When you're 6'7", 200 and whatever, 34, 40 pounds, like, it must be very hard, especially when you're a bit tight and that as well. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm sure whatever game plan they'll have will be the right one.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thanks for your time. I asked you for a couple of minutes. It's been about 16, but you know me. Momo Head Movement TV, Alamala Talavala, with the main man, Sonny Edwards. Showtime.